This forecast is powered by East Coast Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Trust us with your family at home.
Good morning, everybody. Nor'easter Nick here. It is now 7:36. I am off to a late start today, and I apologize for that. But hope you're doing well. We have an okay day coming our way today. Might be running into areas of mist or fog, but that will clear out quite rapidly. In fact, looking at the maps, it looks like most of it is gone anyway. Mixture of sun and clouds today. I think we're going to try to transit, even if it's for a brief period of time, try to transition over to a brighter, partly sunny look. And any way you look at it, no matter what happens today, leaps and bounds better than where we were yesterday. We picked up, at my house, I picked up a 1/2 inch of rain. And we could be looking at more coming our way for Saturday. So good morning, Charlene and Sally and Karen and Marguerite. Thanks for being here. Renee and Diana, Barbara, Monica, Courtney, Zach, of course, is here. Kim, Debbie, and the list goes on and on and on. Taisha, Mike, Crystal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So there's some stuff going on in the world of weather. We have one more shot of wintry stuff coming our way this weekend. And I'm very pessimistic about it because I've seen this scenario play out many, many, many times. There is an area low pressure that's going to be tracking right through the area. It would have to shift at least another 50 miles for me to get excited for snow. Right now, I just don't see it. I think it could snow, yeah. I mean, I'm not ruling that out, but any kind of substantial accumulations, no. That is going to be to the north and west of Philadelphia, maybe northwest New Jersey, the Pocono Mountains. But that's not to say some heavy, wet snow for a brief period of time can't be ruled out, and we'll show you the maps on that in just a moment. But how are you guys doing? Are you gearing up for the weekend? Do you have any plans? Yeah, we got that rain coming Saturday. It's not going to be the greatest day, but good inside activity weather, right? Maybe a movie. I'm going to go watch Batman on Saturday. I cannot wait. Me and my buddy, Detective Russell from Hamilton Police Department, him and his lovely wife, Laura, who they are expecting their first child. So happy for them. But we haven't gotten together in a while. So we're going to go watch Batman and then go have dinner at the Inn at Sugar Hill in Mays Landing. So looking forward to that. Car show in Philadelphia on Friday. We're going to be doing that. I'm all over the place, like usual. Before we dive into the forecast, I want to show you something that I'm very excited to get going here. Let me pull this over. There's our beautiful Inn at Sugar Hill camera, but that's not what I wanted to show you. Here it is. Okay, bam. Look at this. This is just a sneak peek of the new nor'easternick.com coming our way. Big advancements coming. On the technological side, the website. This is really going to be the home for all things South Jersey weather. The shorecast, tides. I mean, one of my favorite features for those of you who live at the coast. And look, it's broken down by where you live. And just, I mean, this is nowhere near finished, but we're going to have a map. This is going to be revamped where you're going to be able to click the zone that you're in, and it'll take you right to that forecast page with a video and with your specific 7-day and all kinds of stuff coming. But look at this. If you live at the beaches, there's a tide tab. And for those of you who are always concerned about tidal flooding and whatnot, we have all the tide charts here. So you can pick the site that you want to look at, or you can go to the predetermined site like Atlantic City. You can go to Burlington County, you can go to Cape May County, Ocean City, Morris River, so on and so forth, all right here. So we are trying to make it so we have a tool, a web page that you can go to. We're going to have links to weather models and all kinds of stuff. Everything you can think of in the world of weather is going to be on my website. So excited about all of that, obviously. All right, so now I guess we can move on to our National Day calendar. Let me pull that up. That's right here. And let me X out of that. It's March. It is the 10th of March. Where does the time go? I mean, this is incredible. I really can't comprehend. Today is World Kidney Day. It's Popcorn Lovers Day. It's Paper Money Day. It is National Women and Girls HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. It's National Ranch Day. National Pack Your Lunch Day. It's National Blueberry Popover Day. I've never heard of a blueberry popover. Turnover, sure, but popover? But look, in reality, anything with blueberries in it is okay in my book, so I can get behind that. It is Name Tag Day. It's Mario Day. It's an International Day of Awesomeness. It's International Bagpipe Day. It's Histotechnology Professionals Day. And Harriet Tubman Day, obviously famous for the Underground Railroad. All right, let's get over to our In at Sugar Hill camera here, and you will see that it's a beautiful scene. As is usually the case, we have a mixture of sun and some high clouds. The river, Great Egg Harbor River, looks like Lake Placid right now. It's very calm. We have traffic that is backed up at the light there. Obviously, everybody is heading off to work and school right now. 33 degrees right now with a dew point at 33. And that meeting right there with virtually no wind is why we have had some areas of fog out there first thing in the morning. 35 in Philadelphia, 33 in Atlantic City, 38 in Richmond, 33 in Cleveland, 22 in Chicago. And that's the air mass that's going to be coming in by Sunday morning. It is going to turn frigid here, especially as the winds are going to be picking up. 29 in Bensalem, 25 in Doylestown, 30 in Deptford, 31 in Norristown, as well as Westchester, 32 for Wilmington and Hamilton. Down in Ocean City, which I'll be taking a trip to later on, 34. Same thing in Atlantic City, our friends in Stone Harbor, which, just reminding you, if you're going to do the Stone Harbor Shiver, that's next weekend. I will be the MC of that event, and I am looking forward to jumping in the water with you. I am making that commitment. Yes, I know the water's only 45 degrees, but I am going to do it. Stone Harbor Shiver is next Saturday. I hope to see a lot of you there. 36 in Cape May, 34 in Atlantic City, 30 in Toms River, and 30 in the Freehold region at this hour with a light northwest wind at about 5 miles an hour, if not under that. So homeroom, you're probably encountering clouds and sun mixing together. And really, I think that's the case all day long. We get to around 50 after school. So good for your outdoor activities. Scooting, riding a bike, hula hoop. Kids do that stuff these days still, right? I mean, I did. We have nothing going on Doppler radar. Williamsport, Elmira, Waterbury, Atlantic City, Washington. We got to zoom out a little bit, and you'll see an area low pressure down to the south. As that gets closer, we're going to watch more clouds filter in later in the day. And then out to the west, look at this snow coming through Kansas and Missouri, Iowa. That's part of a system that's going to come together and bring us some adverse weather conditions on your Saturday. So we've got a mild flow coming on Friday. Mid and upper 50s, I think 60 is obtainable. Then rain gets here on Saturday. Between 5 and 7 o'clock in the morning, temperatures are going to be in the 50s. Obviously, we are looking at an all-rain scenario. But if there's precipitation that lingers, I'm just putting this out there as a caveat, because the actual track of the low doesn't make sense for snow. But if we could somehow get the cold air to rush in with precipitation that's lingering, maybe, just maybe, some snow in the air. But accumulations are likely well north and west of I-95. So here comes the system. It barrels through. It gets out of here. Sunday's a brighter day, but it's going to be a windy day as well. High pressure builds in for next week. The jet stream retreats up to the north, and we are looking at a milder pattern next week. So let's talk about these two different scenarios here. So scenario number one would be the warmer one, and that's what I'm leaning towards right now. The low develops in southwest Virginia, tracks across Delmarva, and up into the Boston area. All right. It doesn't take somebody that is an expert in meteorology to know this. If you grew up here, if you've been paying attention to our patterns, this is not going to get the job done. It's way too close. We need it to go over the benchmark, which is a little over 100 miles off to the east, okay? I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm going with this idea that it's a widespread rain event from Boston to New York down to Washington, could pick up a half of an inch to an inch of rain out of it. And then along I-95, that's where that transition zone is. And then your areas of heavier snow, central Pennsylvania, central New York, into southern New England, could end up with 5, 6, 7 inches of snow out of this. Now, if by some grace of the weather gods, this moves to the east by 50 miles, Then you put South Jersey in play for a wintry mix to some snow, even perhaps down towards the coast. But even in this situation, I don't see any sizable accumulations. That line could get a little closer to Philadelphia, but that's what I'm seeing at this hour. Stay tuned throughout the day. Obviously, tomorrow morning, if things change, I'll let you know. I'm just injecting my professional opinion here that climatologically speaking, I mean, yeah, obviously it can snow. We've had some very big snowstorms in the month of March, but this is not that kind of thing. You know, if it was coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, if it was already modeled 50 miles offshore, I would be much more impressed with what I'm seeing. But right now, I just don't see it. So clouds and sun mix today. You might run into areas of overcast conditions. We'll try to become partly sunny, but I think it's a brighter day tomorrow. So today will be dull at times. We clear out overnight, and then going into tomorrow morning, we wake up to sunshine, perhaps some areas of fog, but that won't likely be with us all day long. So today, upper 40s, lower 50s, mainly cloudy skies. Again, we'll try to transition over to a brighter look a little later on. And then going into tomorrow, the winds are still calm. But as the isobars, those are lines of equal pressure, as they come together, we're going to be looking at the winds really starting to pick up. By Saturday morning, we're going to be gusting into the 20s and 30s. By Saturday afternoon and evening, some of the gusts could exceed 40 miles an hour. Now, that's a problem because if we're going to get a half of an inch to an inch of rain, we already saw a big soaking on Wednesday. We could be looking at power outages in some of our areas. And I mean, it's nothing to be excited about, but technologically speaking, one of the advancements that we're making, we have a real-time map where you're not going to have to go to the different sites, the PSE&G, Atlantic City Electric, the Vineland Power thing. We are going to have that map in an easy-to-understand way right on my website. You'll be able to go right there and check in real time what the power outages are looking like across the area. In any storm. So that's another thing that I'm excited to add to the site and all. We'll probably fall down into the 30s briefly tonight, but then we're right back into the 50s tomorrow afternoon, about 57. Partly sunny, warmer temperatures. Mainland will obviously be warmer than the shore because we have that easterly component. Ocean water temperature only in the low and mid 40s, depending on which site you go by. And that is why in these typical spring scenarios, you always end up substantially colder. Now, this is our temperature outlook over the next 6 to 10 days. This does not equate to any specific temperature. I mean, just because we're in maroon doesn't mean it's going to be hot. This is a probability map. What it says is we have the highest probability of seeing above average temperatures, and with that, I am going to go 10 to 15 degrees above normal. That's what I think happens. And if you look at the entire lower 48, there is no cold air anywhere to be seen. So this is very nice and encouraging for you spring lovers out there, especially as we set our clocks. Spring ahead, right? I always get that mixed up. We spring ahead. So we're going to be seeing the sun go down after 7 o'clock, and that's a positive thing. So it gets us in that spring mindset. And then coupled with this, it just further enhances that feeling. The 8 to 14 day temperature outlook has us warm. Again, no cold air anywhere, and I will take it. Here's your 7-day forecast. Again, this is just a look of what the new graphics system is going to be looking like. Easier to read, clean. I'm liking this. So rain on Saturday. We get down into the 30s and 40s for the afternoon, and I think we have an opportunity here to see some wintry precip by the time it ends. Sunday is a clear day. It's a windy day, 40 degrees, and then we start to climb up into the 60s for next week. How exciting is that? I got to get my car detailed next week. I know Bruce is happy about that. He will be doing that for me. So anyway, let's get right back down here. And that's what we got going on. So I will keep an eye on this Saturday thing. I really don't think it's going to be reversing course in any major direction. And I will let you know what's going on. All right. So don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I'm literally everywhere. And of course, you can get my app, the Norcast Weather app, available in your Apple and Android store for free by going on your smart device and downloading it. Have a great day, everybody. We'll chat soon.